I've got some tea tonight. I'm Marvelous Marva, you guys. And I call you guys the Marvelous Martians. Tonight, I am working on this piece that we started last night, the mural that we are going to be doing, but we need to practice. So tonight marks day number 2 of practicing drawing these guys, and I'm going to actually color this one today just so that I can see what it looks like with color, and then I feel like I'm going to draw it again on another day, but for now we're going to put some color to it. So with that being said, if you guys are new here, make sure that you subscribe, turn on the notification bell because I go live every single day. And also, when you join me, make sure you have some tea or your favorite beverage, your art, whatever craft that you're working on. You can be doing that at the same time. I kind of like to multitask a bit, so yeah, let's have some of this tea. I'm drinking ginger tea, by the way. It's ginger, and then I have 2 bags of echinacea tea in there as well. I just turned up my volume just in case it wasn't loud enough. Okay, so I think I want to just start taking the color to it. Since this is a sketch, I'm learning to not take myself so seriously. So let's go ahead and we'll start off with coloring the red parts. This is kind of like a pink. I got my sharpener. I got my supplies together today, you guys. I even have my eraser. Welcome in, Baboon Official, and hi, Forsaken Grinders. Welcome, you guys. It's nice to have y'all here today. Thank you. Thank you so much. Baboon Official says, nice drawing. This is actually a mural that I'm working on. I'm finally allowing myself to do a mural. It's going to be a commissioned piece of art, and it's going to be on kind of like a garage. I need to kind of do some measuring. I think on tomorrow when I walk in for work, I'll try to like measure how many steps I take in between because I pass by the spot where I'll be painting. But yeah, you guys, this is really exciting. So I've been challenging myself since yesterday, so this is kind of new, to like draw this so that I can get used to it and so I do a good job. I don't want to mess this man's garage up. I'm sure he'll love whatever I do, but this is kind of big for me. There's so many talented artists here in Puerto Rico, so there's also that. So, if you guys are just joining or if you're new here, I'm Marvelous Marva. I call you guys the Marvelous Martians, and I've been going live on YouTube for 251 days, I believe, as of today. And are there any other red pieces? I think that's it on the red. Let's see if we can match the body color of this one. Maybe like here. But yeah, I go live every day and I do things like arts and crafts. I'm building out my life here in Puerto Rico, so like rebuilding my life. So I do things that are kind of like DIY for my home, such as I made like my own headboard for my bed recently. and I'm growing some plants, different plants. I really need to get some seeds. That's on my to-do list. If y'all see my camera kind of shaking, it's because the neighborhood cat is here and brushing up against the tripod and my feet. I will show y'all him. His name is Garfield. He came with this apartment that I moved into. So yeah, that's what happens here. And I suggest that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so when I go live, you know. And a lot of people say that I am a calm spirit. Like, I don't know. I have good vibes. So I think that there is some wisdom. Wow. Y'all want to see him? Look, I think he wants to be on the camera. All right, Garfield, now is your chance. Tell them what you wanted to tell them. Okay, he went to the other side. He said, I'm shy. Here he comes. You about to leave, friend? I have the patio door open, so that's why he's in here. I tried to close it, but then, I don't know, something else was like, you should leave it open. But anyway, some things about me, cool facts. I am 46 years old. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. I have a background of Jamaican and Nigerian. My mom's side's Jamaican. My dad's side's Nigerian. We'll start going deeper with the colors now. What else? I think I said I have two kids. I have two kids. They're adults. I have two adult children. One is 29. I think he's going to be 30 this year. And the other one's 23. And I recently, well, not really recently, I moved to Puerto Rico a year and a half ago. And I decided as soon as I got here, like, that I wanted to live here. I was like, oh crap. This place has that feeling that I've been looking for this whole time. And so I began trying to figure out how I could live here, and I went through like a volunteer kind of journey. I volunteered through the World Packers app, and I only found out about them because other volunteers, people that were staying at hostels, told me about it. So found a couple opportunities, volunteered, and this place that I work for now, I've been here for like a year and some change since February of last year. So a little over a year and a half almost, maybe. Yeah, because we're in July, so almost a year, full year and a half. And I've grown a lot by taking on first by taking on the volunteer opportunity because it wasn't my ideal conditions. It wasn't the way that I expected, to live, but I stayed with it. Every time I wanted to leave, I stayed. And now I'm seeing in hindsight, I learned a lot. Isn't that how it always works? We learn so much after. For a garage cover up, the whole door with animals and trees, it will look good. Thank you, Baboon. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, this is kind of the idea of what it's going to look like. This is one mock-up. So there's several that AI like gave me some examples for. So I have some other ones to play with. So we could also, I wanted to have more so of a Puerto Rican kind of theme to it. So to have mountains. The guy told me a bit about himself and how much his dogs mean to him. And I'm a sucker for like a good story, so yeah. I'm very excited about this, and y'all know I'm taking y'all along on the journey. I already envision myself like painting there and like having the camera set up. I may not be able to talk, but maybe I will because I do have a lapel mic, and like just be doing the art there. And the place where it's located is like right under a ● tree. It's like a little fruit. I think it might be the state fruit or the like Puerto Rico's national fruit. But there's a ● tree right there, so like I will have plenty of shade. That's one thing that I think about when it's time for me to like do outdoor painting or anything like that, because it'd be hot and like sometimes the inspiration hits like in the morning or sometimes it hits in the evening, and it'd be good to like not be in the heat of the day trying to do these things. I'm trying to make kind of like the muscular shaded parts. Thank you guys for being so supportive also, because I'm kind of new at drawing like realism type things. I'm not saying I can't do it, just saying kind of new. And so for me, I'm pretty good at everything that I do as long as I put forth the effort to try and okay, to allow myself to learn. So, and same goes for you guys. Always remember that y'all are really good at things. You just need to try. You just need to try. I've had some really good conversations today, you guys. Today started off wild. I don't know how it started off for y'all, but it was wild over here. Like, not wild, like, oh wow, it's wild, but like unpredictable. All the things that you would normally want to go right was not going right. A lot of shifts. And for me, I trust the universe. So I was just like, well, let's shift to the next plan and just continue to keep shifting throughout the entire day. So far, the shading is coming up. It's looking good. It's looking good. Okay. Let's do a little more right there. Let's sharpen this one. The other one is a lighter shade. He's like almost like gray. I'll stick my phone. Oh, I have to have it here so you guys can see too. So y'all can see as well what it is. So let's go over the mouth area. Let's also make a little mole right there. And then we're gonna come in with darker shades as we continue. And then put the details in. This would be darker. Mr. Worm, 2182. Okay, period. Period. Thank you for your comment, Mr. Worm. All right. So let's do some darker accents, like in the ear area. It looks like this kind of shape. I did learn that when you're doing art to kind of break things up into different shapes, like circles, triangles, and squares, and it'll make it a lot easier this one like that. We're gonna use black. We'll work on his mouth now. Which one of these is green? Maybe we use this color. This is Oscura, Cafe Oscura. So we gotta make him smile. He's looking like a cop. If you guys are just joining, I'm working on a mural sketch, a sketch for a mural that I have been asked to do for a local here. And I'm really excited about it. And I'm challenging myself. I have not done anything like this before, so it's a little intimidating, but at the same time, super duper exciting. What is something you're working on currently, or something that is challenging for you that you're hoping that you get an opportunity to try? You don't have to answer. You can just think about it. Think about it on the inside. I'm really into astrology, and Mercury retrograde just ended, you guys. And now we're going into Saturn retrograde. And so I spent a lot of time at work today, right? Like I was telling y'all earlier, the day started off kind of strange, and like we made it through. Like I watched everyone that I work with come together as a team. We were just like filling in the blanks. Like every time there was another like hiccup or some kind of delay, like we came together even more. And so it made me think that, like, oh, we've shifted from Mercury being in retrograde, and now we're Saturn in retrograde. And what is Saturn trying to access individually? And so, like, I did some research, obviously, and I can tell y'all what the internet said. Hold on, because I want to share this. I know there's some people out there that resonates with this kind of stuff. So Saturn retrograde, it means that the energy becomes internal instead of dealing with external roadblocks. You're asked to review your boundaries, reassess your long-term goals, and confront unfinished business. It's a period of karmic correction rather than pursuit. So then once you know that this is what the retrograde is going to be, then you can now look at what house Saturn is in for you, and then you can go from there. So like for me, for an example, Saturn is, and this is all that I typed, Saturn retrograde transiting. For me, Saturn lives in my fifth house in Virgo. So for me, it said that I was going to be doing things like creative consolidation. Instead of starting spontaneous new hobbies, you might find yourself structuring, finishing, or reworking existing creative projects. It's an excellent time to turn playful interest into something enduring. And they have even more things, but I find it very interesting, and it helps with opening doors to other things that you're trying to, like, I guess, manifest. I used to not say the word manifest that much, y'all, because I was like, oh, I don't want people to think that I'm just like that kind of person, but it's actually a thing. So I'm trying to not even trying to figure, I'm just trying to embrace it and accept it and allow myself to talk about these things that really interest me. And I trust that the community that resonates with that kind of stuff will find me. It will be lined up with me in divine timing. No pressure. We got this little pack on this little boy. And then it looks like this goes down around the belly. This is a sketch coloring drawing. So like for me it doesn't have to be perfect. I have to remind myself that, you guys, because like I just told y'all, Virgo is in my fifth house, the house of my creativity, and sometimes I feel like things need to be perfect. I've gotten a lot better about that though. So going live with you guys every single day for all these days that I've been doing it, over 251 days as of today, has made the hugest difference in how I judge myself when I'm being creative. Now I allow myself, before I would never share this part of my journey, how I'm like moving, how I moved to Puerto Rico, and how I wanted to live in this tiny apartment, and how I'm like doing my art. Like I would never share that stuff beforehand, but now I feel comfortable and safe to do so, because I feel like because I started going live, it helped big time. This might be a sign for somebody. Somebody must need to hear this message, because I don't usually talk about this. But if you are wanting to change your life, to do something different, to shake your life up, to show up online, like, why not you? You know what I'm saying? Like, we watch everybody else, but why not you? This is your sign that you should do it. You can do it. The stage is right there, open and ready for you. And you don't have to wait. And no one is judging you except for yourself. I learned that. And even if there are people that show up that might not agree with what you're doing or what you're saying, the more you do it, the more you go live, or the more you post. I really like to say the more you express yourself, because for me, it's not just showing up on the internet and posting. Like, I'm not just a content creator making content. This is helping me to grow and to step outside of the box that I was in before. And so if you're trying to like also step outside of that box and express yourself and have an outlet, a creative outlet, this is just another opportunity to do that. And for me, it comes easily because you get to do it from home. I prefer to do this at home. I like to do it out in public too when I go places, but it's easier to access anytime when I'm at home. So, I hope that helps. I hope that's what you guys wanted to hear, or needed to hear, rather, not wanted to hear, but I hope it's what you needed to hear. And I'm proud of myself for expressing. That is it. We all got this. Do you guys feel the shift? Let me know if y'all feel the shift. If y'all feel the shift, put a number 1 in the chat. Have you been feeling how our world is a bit different? Ooh, with a light like that, it looks really good on the camera. Okay, period. It's coming together, you guys. I think I am going to be able to do this very nicely. Now, in the glasses, there's a shade of blue. I can see a shade of like blue, like reflecting off of the sun or the sky. So we'll first do that part up top. And some over here too. Looks like it's curving in like this. Maybe I was supposed to keep my door open today, you guys, because this is another way of like stepping outside of the fear. Because I wanted to close my door when I was starting this live, and then the cat was still in here and he was coming out of my room, and I was like, "Oh, you want me to let you out?" And then I tried to close the door and it kind of swung back on me, and I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll leave it open." I say all that to say because like you can't really see, but if someone walked by, they could see me sitting here doing my art. And I guess part of that is like maybe being able to be on stage. I was invited to go to a place called Poets Passage this evening, but I told him maybe next time. We've got a new volunteer at the house where I work, and he is outgoing and expressive, and he even said, he was like, if you need a co-host, I will be happy to be on your channel, girl. Don't worry. I was like, period, because I don't ever get to meet people that are just enthusiastic about all of this stuff. And so he was like, you should come to Poets Passage so you can practice your writing. Turns out he's a Gemini moon too. So like, as soon as we started talking, like we clicked. I was like, what's your moon sign? And he told me. I was like, oh, period. You get it. I don't know many Gemini moons, so. Oh, this is sharpening so ugly with this sharpener. My favorite white color. I'm gonna try to use it to blend out over here. Pretty good, pretty good. Looking good. I will go back obviously with white to add in like any extra things. So it looks like on his nose this goes up some. Maybe even like a curve like that. Like that. Okay. I think he even has like a little mole right here too. It's something. Like right there. He has like some yellow something there, but I think for right now, that is looking pretty doggone good. Let's see, maybe this shade here to go over. And then like that right there for depth and dimension. Let's have a sip of tea. Ooh, that tea is good. That's just ginger tea and a few bags of echinacea. Any other tea lovers out there? You guys love tea as much as I do? I think I could pull down the line of this part here. And maybe even fold this part over more. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. hmm this leg definitely looks a little bit strange, so it goes more so in and then comes out and then goes in again. These are all just like shading. Okay. I'm going with the darker color from like here to like here. Okay. Under his leg also is pretty dark. He got some toes over here and a couple of toes over here. Oh, Garfield, you're still in here. He was being very chill. Hey, friend. So handsome, y'all. He is the most handsomest kitty cat. Meow. Garfield. Garfield. Yes, you are the most cutest. He's so handsome. Bro, this dog is looking good, y'all. Thank y'all for the likes. Thanks for following. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing all the things. You guys, what if I went live on TikTok and colored the other dog? I think I'm going to do that because I've been live here now for 33 minutes and I have been getting an itch to go live on there, but I don't usually do that. So I could go on there and spend more time, but I will take a break before I do that. I'm going to take maybe like a 30-minute break, maybe go shower. Wow, get myself completely wound down for the evening and then go over there and spend some time. So the link to TikTok is the same as here, Marvelous Marva. Y'all can follow me over there. I post a lot of things over there too. The sharpener just ate it up. I gotta find my other sharpener because this one is a no bueno for my colored pencil. Oh, this is the Crayola one. No wonder. I was like, now why is it chopping up my pencil like that? Anyway, with that being said, you guys, I will see you tomorrow here. This is what we did for the evening. I thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate y'all's support so much. I'm going to work on the other dog. I'm making a commitment to work on the other dog on TikTok this evening. So I'm going to go take me a break and then I'm going to show up over there. I love y'all so much. Until next time.